morning everyone, happy Wednesday and welcome here to Hunkydory TV for what is our Super Savers.
Yay!
We were saying this yesterday, I cannot believe it is that time of the month again. It is crazy. My name is Natalie Eagleton, I'm going to be the host for this hour. Lisa is producing the show. Good morning Lisa.
Good morning.
Are you ready for some Super Saver deals?
I'm always ready.
We're always ready for deals. And over in the demonstration station, nearly said that wrong. It's Cat. It's Wednesday. Good morning, Cat. There's some good things on today.
There is. I love Super Savers because you get to have a play with lots of different bits of everything.
Loads of different bits and pieces. Throw them all together and inspire you on what you could be making with these awesome deals. But before we get to it, let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. And this week, two lucky winners have the chance to win our festival bundle. We are giving you this fantastic bundle. All you have to do is answer the following question. You are going to receive your musical instruments little book because it's not a festival without music. We've got our brilliant balloons die. We're also giving you the fantastic Miri Colour Party. This has 45 sheets in there. And then I love this that we're throwing this in as well. Let's see if you can see them. They are our die cut bunting. They're ink me, so all you have to do is stamp straight onto here. They're fantastic. Two winners. Like, share and comment. What item did everyone get for free at Glastonbury's first ever festival? A, an apple, B, an egg, or C, milk.
Random. Well, it could be any, couldn't it?
We said this.
I like it when I can't whittle them down for any reason.
I said I hope it's an apple.
That would make the most sense.
It would,
not
wouldn't
going to
it?
spoil.
Oh my goodness!
It's
Imagine
not going to break.
a hot summer milk. You'd have to drink it straight away.
What year was it?
I know, we were trying to work that out as well because Anne-Marie said, I wonder if it was. It was what?
1970s.
70s.
All right. Okay.
So it's before the whole drink your milk. So maybe it's not the milk, but an egg. And I did say you could eat the egg if they've all been hard boiled.
Yes, you could.
Unless you were into your protein and you just wanted to eat a raw egg.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Very true.
Who knows? But A, B or C, you guys have got to like, share and comment and the winner will be announced on Friday's show. Interestingly, Lisa, which show on Friday? I don't know, all will be revealed. We shall see. So let's...
It took me a minute then.
Huh?
It took me a minute then.
Let's
back
get
on course.
into the show, shall we? And we're starting off very, very strong with Square Little Books. And I would say the most recent Square Little Book selection, and probably one of the most favourites because I'm sure these were all reprinted. This went wild. So we're going to start off with our Square Little Book of Dragonflies. All these books I'm about to show you 50% off. You're going to save a fiver. They're now £4.99. I love Square Little Books. I think they're great because we can do different shapes with them. A lot more than I think you can do with your sort of like A6 little books. This one's really pretty though because you've got nice styles. You've got like very like steampunk and vintage styles, and then you've got like gorgeous watercolor designs. You're also going to receive like quite bright and pretty summery images in here. So this is a little book for all occasions, and I think with like butterflies, dragonflies, flowers, they're going to work for any occasion. I love this one with the little dream catcher. Super, super cute. Really great for sort of like fussy cutting those wings out, lifting them off, bringing those images to life. So that's your little book of dragonflies. We've also got everyone's favourite. I think this was the favourite of the whole entire year. I'm going to say it. Stained glass florals. Oh, this little book is incredible. Let me go from the back just because it's easier. This little book is the most delightful thing. I just love the artwork. Again, you're going to get six sheets of each design in here. So we could be really creating some stunning decoupage with this. Look at you've got the gorgeous elements. You've got this one, Beauty and the Beast, every day. You've got the beautiful sunflowers. We've got the lilies in there. So again, flowers for all different occasions, whether it's an anniversary, whether it's a birthday, whether it's a sympathy card, whether it's a get well soon card, whether it's an anniversary card. You are covered with this one. Also got the gorgeous poppies in there. You've got the peony. You've got the beautiful snowdrops. Daffodils. This would be great for making calendars with as well, or maybe like little notelet sets for like once a month, with all the different like month flowers on, because I'm sure you've got a flower for every single month in there. It is so pretty. Love this one with those gorgeous like 3 windows. Absolutely beautiful, half price. Don't even think about it, put it in your basket. And then next we've got a fantastic one for you. This is our vintage journeys. Really, really sweet. It has like a shabby chic feel, but in more like of a muted, rustic colour palette.
Yes.
So you've still got like your pinks, you've got your greens, you've got your creams in here, but they're a bit more, I don't want to say masculine, that's not, dusky.
Yes.
Dusky is the word I'm thinking of. I think this one's great for scrapbooking with. You can fussy cut out all of these elements, pop them on your pages. Maybe you've been travelling, because there's some great images in here for like holidays or travelling adventures. You've obviously got the Eiffel Tower, you've got the Leaning Tower of Pisa. We've rose the Titanic up from the ground as well for that one. And there's loads of gorgeous images. But maybe you were on a cruise, maybe you've been on a hot air balloon, once in a lifetime adventure. You've got the fun plane there as well. You could use that for scrapbooking images. Big Ben's in there. You've got the vintage DW, the VW. Imagine a vintage DW. It'd just smell, wouldn't it? A smelly gym. Then you've got the Colosseum. There we go. I love, love, love the artwork in that one. So again, all of those 50% off, now £4.99 instead of £9.99. Then we have something that goes very well with these dies. We have our scalloped and straight nesting dies. Now these are throwback dies. These dies we launched, the very first dies, and I know that because of the number on them. These are really, really like, we must have started off with some of these because these numbers are 013, 014, 015 and 016, and our current dies, we're nearly at like the 1,000 mark now, so it's crazy, isn't it? And these are so essential. Not only do you get the gorgeous circle nesting, the straight edge nesting, but on the alternate ones you've also got this really nice scallop design. They work really, really beautifully together. You can use them for like framing things. Absolutely adorable. All of these should be £20, now £11.99, just your choice of which style and which designs you use. It could be the rectangle, the oval, the square, or the circle. Definitely grab those in your baskets. The next one blows my mind every time we do it. It's absolutely crazy. It is our incredible Premier Craft Tool glue dots. This is our mega buy. You're going to get 10 of these packs. In each pack you are going to receive 100. That's 1,000 glue dots there for £9.99, and we know what's coming up. We're very excited about what's coming up, and there's some things coming up that you might not even know yet, which is really, really cool. But these are going to work with all of your ribbons. They're going to work with adding your bells onto your cards. They're going to work with some of your craft wire projects that you might be adding to your Christmas gifts this year, or maybe you're going to be making gorgeous ornaments and things like this, and you're wanting to back these, back the ornaments that you make onto cards to sell them at fairs and things like that. Then you're going to be able to need these to make sure that they stay perfect inside their cello bags. £9.99 for 1,000. Then we have foam pad mega buys. I love a foam pad mega buy. Right, let's have a look at this one. We've got your large selections, which is your square and your rectangle. You are going to get 16 sheets in here. There's a mix of the 24 by 24 mil squares and 19 by 38 mil rectangles. £8 for those ones. You can also get your strips. £8 again, 16 strips. You're going to get 8 of the large 10 mil strips. Then you're going to get 8 of the strips that have the mix of the 5 and the 3 mil. These are fantastic. And I would like to just declare to everyone who is watching today that me and Anne-Marie did speak to Adam yesterday about the fact that we want 4mm strip foam pads. How good would they be? We found the email that we sent to him. He responded and said he will look into it. So stay tuned, because they might be coming. Maybe not as soon as we'd have liked, but who knows. We then have our circle megabyte. You're going to get 16 sheets of these. Do you know how many circles that is, Kat?
My brain ain't mathing that today.
1,280 circles.
Wow.
£8 to get your hands on those. Then we have the incredible mixed bundle. This one is 20 sheets in a variety of different sizes. You're going to get your mini squares, you're going to get your smaller squares, you're going to get your large ones in there as well. Do these also have a mix of widths, Lisa? Oh, nice. So not only are you going to get your 2mm, but you're also going to get 1mm. So if you're a person that likes to switch up the variety of their foam pads, then this is for you. It is our mixed megabyte, 20 sheets in total, a variety of sizes, and you're going to get 2mm and 1mm width. £10 if you want to get your hand on that one. Right, Kat.
Yes.
Oh, I feel like I need to breathe. We're coming over to you for a demo. Oh, we've got some cards. Sorry. I did see them, you know. I wasn't... Look at these. These are using those gorgeous little books and showcasing how well you can use them alongside some of our duo design paper pads and some dies. So you can see how they work here with the inverted corners. You could be using those gorgeous squares and those scallop squares to create these cards. Really, really nice depth there with the mirri and the fussy cutting on the design. And look how cute this one is. Using it for a shaker with that beautiful mask, which I think those masks might still be in stock, and they all work with your square little books. So have a look at those if you're putting the books in your basket. Right, Kat.
Okay.
Whew, I'll breathe. Over to you.
Should we do some messy crafting?
Messy crafting?
It is messy crafting we're doing today. I'm going to start with our clean.
Do you know what time it is?
I know, but hey ho. So I've got some brown craft card. We are going to be working with our Vintage Journeys book, and I really want to play into that shabby chic look that Natalie was on about before. So to start off with, I'm going to make myself a card blank from one of these, and the largest we can make square is about 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. So I'm going to cut it to 5 3/4 tall, and then 11.5 long. And you can see it's just a tiny little bit we're cutting off there. So this is the largest we can make from this, but this will fit perfectly into your 6x6 envelopes. And then we're just going to score that at 5 3/4 again. And there we should have a lovely square card for us there, just shy of the 6 inches. And then I'm going to take another piece of craft card. You could use any piece of scrap card for this because we're covering it up. I like the craft card because it keeps it nice and sturdy, and it absorbs a lot. We're going to be using quite a bit of the Premier Craft glue for this to create the background.
Okay.
And it absorbs it quite well. So that's why I'm using this rather than anything else. And we're going to cut this to 5.5 by 5.5.
Good morning to everyone who's joining us for today's show. Loads of people guessing that Win It Weekly question. I'm not sure how I feel about some of the answers.
So then I am delving into my Vintage Journeys book. And you might feel like what I'm doing is a little bit wrong, but when you're getting it on such a good price and you see what the finished product is, I'm sure you will forgive me for doing what I'm doing. So I'm going to tear out about 4 or 5 random kind of pages that have got a mixture of elements on. So some florals. I quite like the cases for this one. Let's go with the Eiffel Tower. And you can pick a few more. And then we're just going to start tearing them up.
Oh, okay.
So we're just going
I love a good
when you've got this at home as well, I've not really got time to do it today, just go around and use that technique, you know, for tearing off the edges at the sides as well, so you've got more to use. And go back and forth. You want some bits that have got just a tear, you want your white bits in there as well, but we're just going to go in, we're not going to be too precious about it, and we're just going to tear lots and lots of little pieces across these pages. I'm just going to get some to show you an example today. just make sure you've got enough. You can always go back and add and get another page if you want to. But we're just going to start by that. Then I'm going to take our craft glue. I'm going to take off the top because I want quite a large amount here. So I'm just going to blob it out.
I'm going to do some old school decoupaging.
We are going to do some old school decoupaging. And then I've just got a little bit of kitchen sponge. And we're just going to start dabbing this over just a corner at a time. And then we're just going to start building this up. I quite like this hour glue as well because it doesn't dry too shiny sometimes, like with your PVA glues and stuff. I mean, that would give you a good finish as well, don't get me wrong, but I do like that you kind of keep that matte look to it, even if you're going over and putting it down. And we're just going to build up all this background. And the trick to this is not to think about it too much. As long as you're covering all those spaces and those gaps, just keep building up and building up. You can have things upside down and back to front. Just keep going all the way across. And you can see already, it doesn't even take that long to do.
It looks really, really cool as well.
Wait till you see the finished result. It is so, so cool. So carry on. And then just to make sure it's all down nice, just take your glue and you can just dab it once you've got everything down all over the top, so you know all your layers are stuck together. Carry on, cover the whole thing. I'm going to have a little bit of a clean up and then I'll show you the finished result, because I'm not going to leave it like that. To add a little bit more pizzazz, we are going to bring in some of our gold gilding flakes. So when you're all done, and give it time to dry overnight as well, and you end up with this really cool bespoke
really good.
Papers.
Do you know what? It looks like loads of stamps.
Yeah, it's
almost.
So cool.
It's really clever.
So just to add to that, I'm just gonna make sure it's nice and dry. Like I said, this is a piece of crafting, this part of it, that I do the day before. So you've got time to let this all dry down. And then when you go in with your next layer, with your gilding flakes and your sanding, you're not going to be fighting against that wet glue that's underneath.
We've had a question. Colleen says, ladies, I have a request. I need to do a get well soon card for a male friend who's into playing guitars. But he's just had an operation, so he's unable to play for a little while. What should I do? Have a look at your delightfully die cut pads. We did one recently that was music, and that has lots of guitars in. It also has lots of really cool elements that you can use as backgrounds as well. So have a look at that one.
So again, I'm going to take my sponge and we're just going to dab on little areas all over here. We're not going to go too heavy towards this, is where it's going to get messy. I'm just going to place some of this, our gold gilding flakes, down on top, give them a little rub, and it's just going to make this so pretty.
Just like little accents, isn't it?
Accents of the gold.
This is such a cool idea to do with this pad.
It works so well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just give them time to tack down. You can go big a bit and then dot them away. I'm going to concentrate more. My element's going to go over this side, so I'm not going to put too much over there and waste them, but we want a little bit of coming through. But it's just a fun way to get in and make your own backgrounds.
Yeah.
And I said, at the end of the day, we've used...
Especially if you don't have something that's going to go with that design, or maybe you've not got something that's matastic that will work. This is really, really clever, and you could recreate this card a number of times as well, because you've still got loads of bits left over there. So from what you have, from like the 3 sheets that you use, you're going to be able to make what, like maybe 2 backgrounds?
Definitely. Yeah. And you might think, oh, she's ripped up 4 pages there. You're getting 120 pages in here for a £5.
A £5.
And like you said, if you can make 2 cards from it, then brilliant. So I think we've got enough. I don't think the camera's shot. Look at that.
It looks so clever. It's really, really good. There's so many comments already saying, oh, wow, this is such a cool idea.
And it's one of those, when you go in with the gilding flakes, you can add as much or as little as you want. It's completely up to you. But I'm going to leave it at that, just so we've got a little accent, because we've not got much other gold going on in the card. I've got a little bit coming in my sentiment, so I don't want to overdo it. So this is going to be the background, so I can add this on here now. My construction glue. And then we're just going to delve into a couple of other pages. I'm going to pair this with my the beautiful hot air balloon that was in there, and we can pop that on, and it's just got that beautiful matte layer in the background there, and we'll let that dry down a bit just while we're working on our other elements. So I've taken a couple of sheets from the I keep wanting to say butterflies, it's not a butterfly, it's a hot air balloon. And I'm going to cut some layers out to do decoupage. So I've cut the balloon out as is, and then I've cut these lovely little flowers at the top. But for my base layer, I'm going to do this a little bit differently from usual, because if I was to keep this as it was and pop that on there, we're going to lose all that lovely background that we've just made. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut into it just under halfway and just cut round this section here, so we've still got a little bit of background.
I like that idea.
But not the whole thing. So we're just going to go carefully around that basket there.
Oh, Kat, did you know, I can't pronounce this word, Anne, so I'm definitely going to say it wrong. But Anne says, this references kintsugi. It's a Japanese art of mending broken things with gold. If I've mispronounced that, I do apologise. I'm going to say I did quite well, but who knows? For me,
English, so I take some Japanese.
Exactly. Struggle every day with English.
We all do. It's part of the requirement, to be fair.
We've got another request as well. Catherine said I need to do a card with a snake on. We don't have a kit that has a snake on. However, we do have a little book of magic, I think. Little book, was it magic?
Yeah.
The little book of magic that has a snake
Wizardry.
on. Wizardry. Little book of wizardry. Sorry. That has a snake image that's really quite powerful, actually. A bit Harry Potter-esque. I don't think we've got a snake in any other designs, but we will. We'll have a look for you and see if we can help you out with any other ideas. Joey says, "I'm loving this idea, Kat."
So we're just going to pop this to the side there. So we've got enough definition in this bit here to make it stand out, but we're not hiding all this beautiful patchwork that we've made at the back here.
Really, really good idea. And like you say, it just gives that sort of like little side panel.
Yeah, it's really
This
cute.
is super cute.
And then we'll just layer these up just to get that decollage effect. Pop them flowers back on there, and then I'm just finishing. I've delved into our craft sentiments, and we've got the hip hip hooray, and I'm just going to pop that down at the bottom there, just to bring in that little bit of craft card from the sides. And it's quite a simple card when it's all done, but I think
The effect is incredible. All the way around. Something's going on in this place, you know.
Really
I love that. It's so clever. That background is awesome. There's going to be so many people that are going to be trying that next time, that they don't have like something that's going to go with it. It works really, really well, especially with like that shabby chic feel. It's got that sort of like stamp element to it as well. It's really cool. Right, let's have a look at the next section. We have some cool things in this one as well, starting off with our Starbound Wonder Picture Perfect pad. This launched at the beginning of the year, I think. No, what? No, it was
it
not.
was not.
No, it
Telling us
wasn't.
lies.
November. No, it wasn't, Lisa.
I'm sure it was.
Well, what was the gift in the new? No, it wasn't.
Sadly, it says November.
Yeah, it must be, because we've had thingy since, haven't we? We had the Highland Wildlife and...
What's happening with this world? It's going too quickly. November, I'm shocked. I thought this was the beginning of the year. But this is fantastic for anyone who's into, bear with me, astrology. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It has all your star signs. You've got gorgeous pages here, and then you've got all of the beautiful designs in the background. This one has all of your star signs and the designs of the actual stars. You've got a page sort of dedicated to each different one. So we've got Scorpio here. You've got Libra. I love the background pages in this as well. They're so moody. I think this one's really great for masculine themed cards as well, if you're just going to use these background pages. We've got Vertigo in there.
Vertigo?
Virgo. I was close. Leo. I'm reading it upside down as well.
Okay.
Give me a break, Catherine.
Cancer. So much fun.
We've got Cancer in there. You've also got the Taurus. What else? Aries, which is mine, says nothing about not being able to say things properly. Pisces, we've got the Aquarius as well, and we are finishing off with Sagittarius. But you've got, look at these background papers, it's pitch perfect. So you've got all of these which can be cut down into toppers, and there's loads of them because you're getting 4 of each design. And then you've got all of these background pages. I mean, this pad for the background pages alone is incredible for £7.99. It's absolutely awesome. If you're wanting something to go alongside it as well, we also have some of our adorable scoreable available. This came in complimentary colourways. You're going to get 3 of each here, but you've got a really nice mix of blues and purples, greys and sort of black elements, which are really going to help you when you're putting these cards together. It's a really great mix. £6.99 currently, 24 sheets of adorable scoreable, £6.99. It's a great one to just stock up on different colours of adorable scoreable when it's that price as well. And look at the cards you could be making. They're really fun. These use some other elements that we might still have the stamps available on the website, but we can be fussy cutting into these, making fancy shaped cards, layering them all up. It is a fantastic design to be able to bring all of these pieces together. Absolutely gorgeous, and you can make just simple cards by just adding a sentiment and an image if you want to. £6.99 for that, and the pad is £7.99. Then we have some deals on quite a few absolute essentials. It is our cutting mats. We're going to start off with the 12 by 12, which is the one that fits inside your large adorable scoreboard. 12 by 12. Look at that price, Cat.
What?
I know. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. £6.99 if you want to get that one. If you think this is crazy though, the mini one, which fits inside your mini scoreboard, £4.99.
No way.
And if you want one for on the go crafting in your scoreboards, but then you also want one to sit in your craft room, a dedicated space, our A3 one is absolutely perfect. £9.99.
Under a tenner.
Under £10. This is such a good deal as well. You've got metrics on one side, you've got your inches on the other side, you've got all of the incredible grids as well that help you out with your card making. Really good bargain deals there. We also have one last thing before we go back to Cat. It is our mixed Miri mats. Now this one is a great deal because you get 30 gold Miri mats, 30 silver Miri mats and 40 rainbow Miri mats in here. That's 100 sheets of Miri. They're on a bog off. So £9 is going to get you 200 Miri mats. 200 in all those essential colours, gold, silver and your rainbow. It's a great time to stock up because, again, we may be bringing out some Christmas themed little books. And you may need these for your easy crafting. A bog off deal right there. Right, back to you, Kat.
Straight back?
Yeah.
Okay.
A quick one, that.
It was. So we are going to go in with our Wonders pad, and I'm doing Sagittarius because I'm Sagittarius, and it was fitting. It was an easy choice to me.
Shall we see what it says about you here, Kat?
Oh, this will be interesting.
Look, I have to find it first. That'll be interesting.
Well, I've got a spare one here.
The Archer. People born under the star sign of Sagittarius are known for being curious and generous to others. They are optimistic, creative, and love all forms of adventure. Elements of fire. Lucky colour is purple. And your zodiac flower is a carnation. I think that's very true to you.
We've got quite...
Very, very true
I'll
to you.
take that.
Lisa, you are... Are you a Sagittarius as well?
I'm a Leo.
No, I didn't think so.
I'm a lion.
You were a little bit before. I was trying to work out when your birthday was. Oh, it's your wedding anniversary that's in December, that's why. Leo, the lion. People born under the star sign of Leo are known for being ambitious and charismatic. They are affectionate individuals who aspire to succeed and have great confidence in themselves. You also have the element of fire. Your lucky colour is my favourite colour, orange. And your zodiac flower is a sunflower.
I do like sunflower.
You do like a sunflower. I like that one as well. That's very good. Shall we read mine? Mine normally is very true to my personality, actually. Let me find it. No. One more. I've gone too far now. Oh no. We're all out of sorts. Need to find it. Oh, here we go. Aries. People born under the star sign of Aries are known for their honesty and courage. I mean, I have a lot of courage because sometimes people don't want my honesty.
Sometimes you too honest.
All the time I'm too honest, Lisa.
You put in a refreshing way.
They are passionate individuals who are confident and natural born leaders of people. Lucky colour, red. I'm not really a fan of red.
It's not far from orange.
It's not far from orange.
No.
And my zodiac flower is a daffodil, which is quite nice because I love a daffodil. I love it. When the daffodils come out in the shop, I get happy because I know that spring is coming. So I love daffodils. Lots of people lots of people coming in saying, I'm a Pisces, my husband is a Scorpio, and my daughter is a Taurus. I haven't taken my supplement today, and I think it's hitting me already.
So I have just gone in and I've taken one sheet of the Sagittarius paper and we've just cut up all the elements in there, and then I have taken the other sheet and I've just cut it down to 4.5 notches under the 8 inches, and it's going to be a very classic cat card, this one, where we've got that broken up mat and layer, and then we're just going to layer up all the elements and make the most of each page out of this one. But I think it's definitely a more kind of pad, this one. So we're just going to layer this up back together, just getting that through there.
I do like it when you make cards like this. Another great example of how to do your backgrounds differently. If you just want to, like, instead of just putting it on flat, just adding that bit of interest, isn't it, in cutting into the design.
Just bringing it back in, and I think it works when you're doing these really quite like heavily layered cards as well. Having that little layered element in the background just brings it all together. It just gives it more depth and dimension. And go on with our last one here. I've got my card for you. I made you a card on Friday.
You made me a card?
Yeah, because we were meant to be on, weren't we? So my first card,
Oh,
I
yeah,
picked
sorry.
like all kind of like orangey colours for you, and you weren't here, so Anne-Marie had to pretend to like orange, but I've snuck it back and it's on my desk.
Donna says, a Sagittarius can also be messy.
Yes,
I can
that's very
concur
true.
that that is true.
I'm the messy person ever.
It's good
So
to have two messy people next to each other, though. We just hide our mess in piles in the middle of our desks.
So I've cut up all my layers, and I've gone ahead and I've pre-mat and layered them here, and I've just got 1 or 2 left to do. Now I'm just going to cheat with these. You can measure them, but I'm going to go back to my very classic way of doing this.
This is always the easiest way, I think, sometimes.
Yeah, they are quite. I was having a look at them
Yeah.
before, and they are quite standard sizes.
They
And I
are.
know if you're wanting to use like the gold, the silver, or the rainbow, we have got
You picture perfect mirror rats.
pitch perfect mirror
Yeah.
mats. I don't think we've got the gold at the moment, but we've got the silver and the rainbow.
They do cut out to sort of quite easy sizes, though. their 2x2, 4x4. You've got some 6x4s. You've got some 8x4s, so you can make DL cards. There's a really nice mix of sizes in these, so it is quite easy for like your mats and layers.
We're just going to do this last one, and then we'll just start layering them up, get some foam pads out, and we'll just have, I'm not 100% sure how we're going to do this, but that's, you can see my thought process as we go along.
Oh, it'll be quite fun. You've got lots of elements here to put together.
So, start with your two biggest. So I'm going to pop that one over in the top corner, and I think we'll tuck this one underneath there.
Ooh,
maybe.
Nice.
Then maybe this one coming out from the side. This one's going together beautifully. We like this when this happens. We could have this one back in the top there.
Nice.
We've got the thing over there, and then maybe our Jupiter. We took this one a little bit further up. And this is just what I do when I'm doing it at home. I just play around before we go. And then maybe my Jupiter down at the bottom.
That looks really good.
We'll take that, shall we?
Yeah.
Should we do that? It's just remembering everything now. So it's taking off the layers one by one, so you know what you're going to put down flat and what you're going to add on foam pad. So these two are going to be our flat layers.
Debbie, yep, Cat has used the Black Mirror card. You can get that in lots of different sizes. You can get it in A6 sizes on Mirror Mats. I think it's 60 sheets. You can get our A4 sizes, which I think you get, do you get 8 sheets in there or 10 in the A4? Lisa's going to look for us. I think it's 10.
And then this one
10 sheets, so you can buy 10 sheets of A4, or you can buy it in smaller sizes as well. Have a look on the website though, there's always loads of different options for you. Just pop in Miri and everything will come up.
I think it's time for a new construction glue, although it's behaving once it gets to the bottom.
Well, I know a secret, Cat, and if I was you, I'd wait a little bit longer.
Okay. I trust Nat's secrets. She doesn't usually.
I would wait a little bit longer.
Okay. How long?
Can't remember whether it's the end of this week or the beginning of next week.
Okay.
One or the other.
But not far.
Not far at all, no.
So let's go in while I've got these here and use our black ones, which are perfect for a card like this. Well, we've got all our
It's Monday.
dark Monday. Okay, construction glue.
Construction
We have
glue
till
fans,
Monday.
wait till Monday.
So we can pop this back over the top now, up in this top corner. And then it's just layering these last few. Remember where I said I was going to put everything?
Kat, we have had a request to ask if you could share the measurements for your base layers. Dawn says, I can never get that look right, or some tips on how it would work out nicely. You did do that, didn't you, on a show?
Right, so this base layer here, I can't tell you what exactly they are because I don't really measure it. I just go with gut instinct. So when you cut in, the one measurement that's important is when you're cutting it down to your mat and layer size. So we'll go over this again. If I start talking gobbledygook, I do apologise. So the rule of thumb is, if you normally use, like I do, 3 notches for your basic mat and layer, that means that you've got 1.5 notches on each side as your layer. So when you're wanting to add extra lines in, for every extra line that you're adding, either vertically or horizontally, you need to add another like half of that notch amount back to your notches. So for this one, I took 4.5 notches under the 8 inches from my card blank. Now when I've cut into this one today, I'm just so used to doing it, I just do it by eye. Once I've got these pieces on, if we've got another sheet, I'll have a quick look to see, because I usually do this side a little bit thinner than this side, and then I usually cut more from this top and let more from like this bottom here. That's my usual kind of pattern, but I don't measure it.
I could also, if you are struggling with trying to get this sort of design right, another way you could maybe look at cutting it down is to just cut it down to the size of your mat and layer first, then do your design. So cut it out, stick it back down, and then you could trim off the outside edge for your mat and layer if it's something that you're struggling with. But then you are going to waste like another piece of cardstock.
Yeah.
So it's taken a while, but I have learnt Kat's rule of thumb when doing this, and I can promise you that it does work. I'm sure we did a video on it. If we can find it, we'll definitely put it up. But it's a video. There's a few times where we've done it where Kat's shown you that sort of extra rule of cutting it down.
I can do it really quick now if you want, if they don't mind. It won't take me long. Just
go on then. We've got time.
Let's just think it. Get two contrasting bits of card from here so you can see. So I've got a light blue and a dark blue. So I'll do 8x8 so it's nice and chunky for you to see, but the rule applies no matter what size your mat and layer is. So we'll do 8x8. So this would be our mat. So this could be 7x7, 7x5, doesn't matter. So I normally, as you know when I talk about notches, that's 3 of our little markings on the board here. So if this was a normal mat and layer, I would cut it down to 3 notches under the 8. I'm not sure how well you can see that there. Because I'm going to add an extra line horizontally and an extra line vertically to recreate the base that we just did there. I'm going to bring it another notch and a half over. And that gives us that equal measurement to our outside mat and layer. And then for this one, like I said, I just kind of eyeballed it, but let's say we then take this to 4.5 inches across. So we've got a thinner section to our left and a thicker section to our right.
Yeah.
And then let's do 3 inches from the top, and that leaves us the one at the bottom there. And then let's do 3.5 inches from the bottom. So everything is uneven, equal. And then when you piece it back together, you're going to get a very similar effect to what I showed you before. And we just layer that back up and pop that in. So that was me because I worked 3 notches normally for my mat and layers. If you do a full 1/4 inch, you add an extra 2 notches on. You just need to halve that original notch measurement and add it back on.
Hopefully that helps.
And then if you're wanting to put 2 lines on, you double that again and add. Yeah.
So depending on how many cut lines you want to make, you add an extra 1.5, half of what your mat and layer normally would be. Yeah. Hopefully that will help. Hopefully that will help. Right. Let's have a look at our Win It Weekly question again. So many people are coming in for this week. It is our festival bundle. We are giving away this incredible bundle, which includes our musical instruments little book. We have our Brilliant Balloons die set. We're also going to give you our Ink Me die cut bunting. This is fantastic. You just pop it out, make bunting. It's awesome. And then our 45 sheets of Miri Colour Party. Incredible. If you want to be in the chance of winning that on Friday's show, you need to like, share and comment. What item did everyone get for free at Glastonbury's first ever festival? Was it A, B or C? Right, last part of the show. We're going to go in with our Moonstone Decorative Sentiments. There's 2 of these. Oh, is this the bundle?
No.
Individually? Yes. So these individually are £14.99. We've got some great designs in here. They're really big sentiments. You can see there that you get a mat and layer, and you also get a really nice detailed die which you can layer on top. So the sentiments read, your friendship means the world to me. You're always on my mind, forever in my heart. And then in this section, you also have so very grateful for you and have a blooming wonderful day. So there's 2 different dies to choose from, 50% off. Should be $14.99, now £7.49, and they really do make the best sentiments on your stamp cards. This one uses one of the gorgeous masks. Look how fun they are. Super, super beautiful. If you want to get your hands on these, you absolutely can do. Just head to the website. Then we also have some Miri Card Essentials. Now, these are... Oh, these are our 10... Are these the 10 sheet packs?
No, these are...
Which ones are these? Oh, I know which ones these are.
Available on these as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
These are the different coloured ones. So this is our Ice Baby, which is all of our like nice light colour tones. So you've got the gorgeous light pink in there. You're also going to get that, which one's this called? Frosted? Is it Frosted Green, that one? You've got your beautiful silver as well. You're going to get silver. You're going to get the really light lavender colour. You've got orange in there, and you've also got this really nice deeper pink colour as well. You're going to get 4 of each of the sheets there, which makes that a 24 sheet pack. Should be $9.99. It's $5.99. $5.99 for 24 sheets. 24 sheets of A4 Miri. That's incredible. And you know that this is proper Miri as well. It is Miri by brand, and it is incredible to work with. That's awesome. If you want the brighter colours though, we also have our Harlequin Brights, and in this one you're going to get that fuchsia pink, you're going to get your chocolate box purple, you have that electric blue in there, your emerald green, you have the orange as well, and then you're also going to get your pillar box red. $5.99 again for 48. Why can't I speak today? 24 sheets of that Miri. Get on the website though, because that's going quick. Then we have our Prism Craft Markers. This is a cool deal. Our Prism Craft Markers, we have, let me show you, because I'll show you like this, because they're all in here nice and tidy. All of these different colours for you. There's 14 packs to choose from. Each set contains 6 different colours, as you can see. We have got our pastels, we've got greys, we've got warm greys, we've got brights, we've got purples, we've got pinks, we've got reds, we've got yellows, greens, turquoises, browns, you've got brights, you've got blues, and you've got your neutrals, which contains all of the colours which are perfect for your skin tones. These are now on a bog off. So 1 pack of these is $9.99. You can now get 2 packs for $9.99. This is a great time to stock up on those colours that you use the most, those ones that you're running out of, or if you want to refresh it, because you can get all of this for just under £70, I would think. I'm trying to work it out now. Yeah, just under or around £70 for this whole selection of colours. So whether you want to buy them all, or whether you want to just top up on your colour selections, or whether you just want to try them out, bog off deal on our Prism Craft Markers. You should have. And what? They will come in handy later in the week. Absolutely. Another thing that's going to come in handy later in the week is our low tack tape stack. Again, $9.99. We are knocking that down to £5.99. This gives you 5 different widths of low tack tape. Also perfect for decorating loads of fun things with.
As we have found out this morning.
We have found out this morning, but great for using with your dies. You do get 5 metres on each, you get 10 metres on each size, which means 50 metres of low tack tape in total. It's great to have around the house, great to just have for, adding notes to things, or just having that tape around. We have these everywhere. I've got them on my desk, got them in my craft tidy, got them in my trolley, we've got some here, and they come in super essential, so make sure you get yourself on that. There's been some good deals today.
Very good deals.
Been some good deals today. We're coming back to you, Kat, for our last demo of the day.
So we're going to use some of that Miri, and we're going to bring in a die, and again with this time we're making a little panel for our card, but it's another way how you can make a background out of like your mirror card and stuff like that, just by chopping in. So there was a theme to this show and I didn't even realise.
I know, backgrounds.
Backgrounds.
It's been very fun.
This is just like a little panel, but because there's lots of colours going on, it's going to be, we just want a little element of it. But again, you can make this much bigger if you wanted to. So I'm going to take a panel of white ink card and we're just going to cut this down to 3 notches under the 3 by 3 notches under the 6. Just so I can mat and layer this up afterwards. Then we're going to take that Eye Size Baby selection. I'm going to pick out 4 of the colours, the pink, the lavender, the light rose gold and that frosty green. And we are just going to cut ourselves several half-an-inch sections from each. So I'll just do a couple of extras here. You don't need to see me do 20 odd cuts. But you don't need that many. You probably need 3 of each, absolute max. And do that across all the colours until you end up with a bundle like this of all those colours there for you.
There was lots of questions about notches, Kat, whether they refer to the inches or the centimetres. However, I don't think it matters because even if you work in centimetres, your mats and layers would be like, I don't know, like half a centimetre or something. So
Yeah,
it just works in exactly the same way. If you're doing centimetres and you do sort of like 2 notches on those centimetres, or if you do like half a centimetre mats and layers, then you would just take that, half it and add that on.
Yeah, the same
So
again.
regardless of whether it's centimetres or inches, that sort of rule of thumb still works.
Yeah. I've just had a quick look now and my usual 3 notches is very equivalent to half a centimetre.
Half a centimetre.
So you just half your centimetre, so it'd be
1.5.
3, yeah.
1, no, what
3
would it be?
quarters.
3 quarters.
Yeah.
3/4 of a centimetre.
Yeah.
How weird does that sound?
So I'm just taking, this is why your tape runners are absolutely essential, because before when I had to cover this in double-sided tape, it taped forever.
Yes.
So I've given that a really good covering in there. And then we're just going to start by adding these across. Now I'm going to go at a slightly jaunty angle and we're going to start from the middle. And one side you're going to have excess, but you can cut this off and reuse it in another place when we come along. Keep your excess as tight as you can to the other side so we're not wasting loads and loads. Let's just layer these up. And then we'll go in with the green. Now you can just do these all going in one direction if you want to, but I'll show you what I like to do just to add that effect. Like I said, there's no rhyme or reason to this. I'm just doing what feels right on the day. Trim that excess bits off there. But on one side of these, you've still got that nice flat edge, so you can come back in and just buffer that up here.
I love doing this with my cardstock.
And take these all the way across again. And then any gaps you can go back, cut off your excess. Now you might end up with some wonky lines here, but you can just put them back on your trimmer.
Yeah.
And straighten them off again. Or you can go into some of the other bits that you've pre-cut like I have here. And take them in there. And just trim them down. Imagine I filled that gap. I have got one I've done earlier. And then you can just do the same along this bit here. Just pick a point where you want to start. Build that up again in that direction. But you've got another layer here that you can then go in and find a contrasting colour. I'm just picking up greens and
Sam says this is a
spaces.
fab idea for offcuts. Michelle says if you leave a slight gap, it looks fab with gilding flakes or glitters as grouted.
Wow, that's really
That's
clever.
a good idea. And Jackie says, Kat, you've given us some really good tips today. Thank you.
Oh,
She has, hasn't she? An absolute masterclass on how to create backgrounds.
So just carry on going, doing whatever you want till you've filled your space, and you will end up with something that looks like this.
So
which
cool.
is a cool way of combining all those colours together and getting those elements in there. And we're going to put it on a nice big chunky white background, so it's not going to be too in your face. And I'm just going to go, and we're going to put a couple of matte layers for this. I'm going to go with some black stamping card, because I always love my black against my mirror. I think it really, really makes it pop. So my first one is going to be 3x6. And then I'm just going to bring in some of that silver as well, which will be 3 notches over the 3 by 3 notches over the 6. And we can just layer these up. And I do like a double matte layer sometimes.
Yeah, I think especially with mirror, when you've used lots of different colours, it's quite nice.
Yeah, it just grounds it, doesn't it? So first of all, onto the black. And silver's a great one to use for this, because it's the undertone colour for all these shades. So put that on there. And then we're just going to finish with this sentiment. We're going to keep this card really simple, because we've got lots going on in this layer here. So I'm going to stick this on a 5x7 10-fold card. And then we'll do our first little bit of die cutting for the day. Those beautiful sentiment stamps. So I'm just going to pop this over.
Oh, this looks good.
Oh, my layer's gone wobbly there, and that's going to annoy me, but the more I push it around, the more I'm making it worse. But pop that over to your left hand side, and then let's take a little bit of this silver.
Jamie says, I save the widest strips of card from topper sheets and use them in this way, because there's always like at least a 3/4 of an inch of card that comes on the side of your topper sheets.
Yeah.
And like it's there. They always look pretty because the team designed them so nicely, but it's like, what do you use them for? That's such a cool idea, Jamie. And great way to really get the most out of what you're getting in your kits.
So we'll just tap these down with some of that low tack tape and try and get both of these through at the same time. So we've just got our background going on that silver layer, and we're going to pick our actual sentiment up in the... Ooh, lots of extra sheets here. Don't confuse me.
You're missing a big... You're missing a... Oh, no, you're not.
No, I think there's just something. We'll see.
We'll
see what happens.
I think we might be at the point where we could kindly ask Joanne for some new plates. Yeah. Is there? Oh, there is. We'll have to open them later. Treat ourselves.
And let's pop these out.
I love these dies.
So pretty, aren't they? Let's get my pokey tool. Just free this from here. Trying to find the bit that's actually...
Yeah, definitely use your
There you
pokey
go.
tool to take these out, because it's going to help you so much with them. Because these are quite delicate little dies.
But you can see how well it's cut. I have gone ahead and pre-weeded
cut-
one
it
because
cuts
it's quite... But you
really,
can see
really
it
good,
is
doesn't
really,
it?
It's really clean and really beautiful.
It's
on
so
there.
detailed as well.
But I have gone and done one in advance, just so I'm not there for 10 minutes. Let's take our tape off here. And while I've already had it out today, let's get my little... although, got quite...
Oh yeah, your tape runner would work.
Yeah, no.
I
but
think
it-
sometimes
the-
these sentiments, it can be a little bit testing though. Like it can
Yeah, it
sort of move them out of shape a little bit.
It can, and there's tiny little bits that they're hanging on to there, and I just don't want to go too aggressive with my thing, so I'm just going to use my dab and daub technique. All the way over there, and then it's just lining this up. There is a point where
There
it
is a
needs to
point.
go, where you find with that little daisy design there. I think I've got it right. We'll pop that onto the silver. once you get that flat, the way it stands out, it's
So
so
pretty.
beautiful. And you could pick up any of those colours in your base layer. I've just decided to go for the matte layer shade, but it's completely up to you. A couple of foam pads on. And then we can just pop this. And like I said, it's quite a simple card. That
Oh, it
Miley.
looks so good, especially with the white. Such an incredible
And I
contrast.
think I'm doing it again. If there's any black gems in here. I love it when I reach and they're just there. Just a few little black down this side. Let's go with those medium sized ones.
Nice.
Just to finish off this.
That's a
top corner.
perfect little touch, isn't it?
Just there. There we go.
3 incredible makes today, Kat. They have been so inspiring and so different as well. Really
But
nice
not
to
over-
focus.
Yeah, not overcomplicated as
No,
well. But
really,
still.
really nice to focus on how you can create some stunning looks really, really simply with bits and pieces from today's show. Love it. So many gorgeous comments as well from everyone who's been watching
Thank
about your
you.
cards. Right, TV schedule. Tomorrow, Anne-Marie is at Hobby Maker. She is going to be there at 1 and 5 p.m. with brand new colouring pocket pads. And at 3 p.m, she's going to be doing a show with our Prism craft markers. So make sure you're watching and tuned into that one to get all the hints and tips on how to make the most with your craft markers if you're grabbing them on that incredible bog off. And then tomorrow, the stage is set. It is festival time. Join us at the big craft stage as we kick off the festival with our brand new Deco Delights collection. We'll see you all tomorrow morning.